cross out... What?
I'm filming!
Hey everyone, for today's video, we're going to learn how to solve some exponential equations. To solve exponential equations without logarithms, you need to have equations with comparable exponential expressions on either sides of the equal sign. So you can compare the powers and solve. So in other words, you have to have some base to some power equals to the same base to some other power, where you set the two powers equal to each other and solve the resulting equation. Here we have a parent function in which x is the exponent, hence the name of the topic, exponential equations. Do remember that the base must be greater than 0 and not equal to 1. So on the first problem, we're going to start off pretty easy with 4 raised to x equals to 64. One thing you should always remember before solving is that the bases should be the same. In this problem, they aren't technically the same, but they have commonality. So we can easily change the equation to 4 raised to x equals to 4 cubed. Since 4 cubed is still 64, so the value stays the same. Now we can ignore the bases since they're the same and focus on x and 4. We can conclude that x is equals to 4 since there aren't any exponents to base from. In this problem, we have b to the 4x minus 1 equals to b squared raised to the x. So first we have to recognize that we have a common base on both sides. On the right side, we obviously have to simplify it. So that's going to be b to the 4x minus 1 equals to b to the 2x. Since we have a common base, we can now cross out b, which leaves us with 4x minus 1 equals to 2x. So now you just have to subtract both sides by 4x, and that equals to negative 1 equals to negative 2x. Lastly, divide it both by negative 2, and the answer is positive 1/2. So in this third problem, we can see that the bases aren't the same, but there is still commonality between 2 and 8. Instead of having that, we can rewrite it as 2 to the 3x. Instead of having that, we can rewrite it as 2 to the 3 minus 2x equals to 2 cubed, since that equals to 8. And now the bases are the same, we can kill the two 2's. We don't need them anymore, they're done. Which leaves us with 3 minus 2x equals to 3. Now you can do this in two ways. You could subtract 3 on both equations, or you could transpose 3 and minus that to the other side, any of which works the same. So finally, that leaves us with negative 2x equals 0, and with that, we now know that we have to divide both sides by negative 2, and we'll eventually get x equals 0.
So in conclusion, in solving an exponential equation, you have to have some bases to some power equals to the same base to some another power, where you set the two powers equal to each other and solve the resulting equation. Guys, always remember that the bases must be greater than 0 and not equal to 1. And if your bases are different but have commonalities, rewrite it to which they will be the same. So that's it. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoy and learned a lot in this video. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. So guys, we hope you enjoyed and learned a lot of things through this video. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye!